Welcome to the online classes. Today we are going to discuss about a very important concept and a very interesting concept. Those are substations. So see here, what is a substation? Why the substation is constructed or installed? What is the main function of substation? Now we are going to discuss about all these types. So see here, simply a substation is a construction which is constructed for the changing the characteristics of electrical power supply. Here the electrical power supply means AC supply here. Our distribution system is AC distribution system. That's why AC supply is characterized with its AC voltage and its frequency. That's why these substations can change the voltage levels as well as frequency. And also, this substation can also use it for the conversion of AC supply to DC supply. That's why substation can be defined as an assembly of operators. Yet, substation means it is an assembly of operators. This assembly of operators used to change some characteristics of electrical power supply. What are those characteristics? Means example, voltage characteristics. Is it either step down the voltage? Is it from high transmission voltage to required distribution level voltage? And to convert the AC voltage into DC voltage for a industrial operations, and to change the frequency of electrical power supply AC wave, and to improve the power factor of electrical power supply, the substations are constructed. The substations are installed, or the assembly of operators are installed for these operations, that is voltage changing, AC to DC conversion, frequency changing, and power factor correction of electrical supply is called a substation. This is the basic definition of a substation. In this substation, transformer is the main equipment. Is that which is very important part of our system, which can provide the continuity of power supply. And at the same time, the continuity of power supply depends to a considerable extent upon the successful operations of substations. So then how to classify these substations? Here, the substations are classified based on the two parameters. What are those means? First one is according to service requirements, and the second one is constructional features of substation. Here, according to service requirement means whether they want to step down the voltage, whether they want AC to DC conversion, whether they want a frequency conversion, whether they want a power factor correction. Those are nothing but service requirements. So this according to service requirement, the substations are classified as transformer substations, switching substations, power factor correction substations, frequency changer substations, converting substations, industrial substations. And next one is constructional features. Based upon the construction of substation, they can classify as indoor substation and outdoor substation. Is it? So in that indoor substation, again underground substation is there, and in the outdoor substation, again pole mounted substation is there. These four are classified based on the constructional features. Is it? So individually we will discuss each type of substation. So first we can go to the according to the service requirement. As early we are already discussed, a substation may be called upon to change voltage level or improve power factor or convert the AC power into DC power, etc. All these are called services. What are those? Change the voltage levels, improve power factor, or convert AC power into DC power, and frequency changer, etc. All these are called as services. Which type of services are provided by the substation is all these services. Based upon this service requirement, the first one is a transformer substation. So transformer substation is, we know the function of a transformer. What is the function of a transformer? A transformer may be step up or step down the AC voltages, but in the distribution system we require step down voltage from transmission system. So that's why here transformer substation is a substation which can utilize or which can be used, which can be installed a transformer to step down the transmission voltages. Such type of substations are called transformer substation. That means in this substation, AC supply or AC voltage levels are changing. In this type of substation, transformer is the main equipment. So mainly most of the substations are transformer kind substations in our electrical distribution system. Next one is switching substations. What is mean by switching substation? Switching substation means here there is no services here, just switching to carry power or to stop the power distribution. We can use switching substation. That's why these substations do not change the voltage level. That is only which are used for the incoming and outgoing lines have the same voltage. However, they simply perform the switching operations of power lines. That means if they can allow the distributed power and they can cut off the distributed power here by using switching substations. Next one is the power factor substations. Power factor substation means those are the substation they can improve the power factor of the system. Is it? So what is the need of power factor correction means we are already discussed in so many of times in our subject. In our distribution system, all are lagging loads. Due to lagging loads, power factor takes place. At the same time, due to lagging loads, power loss takes place. Due to this, additional volt amperes are required from the supply system. That's why what happens is the tariff rates also increases. That's why to decrease the losses due to lagging power factor loads, we have to use power factor correction equipments. Is it? So if power factor correction can be used in that substation, such type of substations are called as power factor correction substation. In those substations, by using synchronous condensers, we can improve the power factor. Synchronous condensers means, so those condensers are used for the improvement of power factor. Simply it is a synchronous motor. Then overexcited synchronous motor under no load condition can be acted as a synchronous condenser, which can be used for the power factor improvement. By improving the power factor, we can reduce the losses. And we can reduce the KVA burden. Is that right? On the supply system. So next substation is frequency changer substation. In this substation, frequency can be changed. Supply frequency can be changed, which is useful for proper industrial utilization. Is that right? So to change the speed of operation of motors. Is that right? Those substations which change the supply frequency are known as a frequency changer substations. Next one is converting substation. Here in this converting substation, AC to DC conversion takes place. Here in our consumer terminals, all are not AC loads. Some of the DC loads are also there. Is that? So that's why to operate those DC loads like the switch mode power supplies, our digital computers, personal computers are working on the DC power supply. That's why to operate those DC loads, AC to DC is necessary. When in those substations, AC to DC conversion takes place, those type of substations are called converting substations. And some of the industries, they are operated on DC motor. In those industries also required DC power supply. Next one is industrial substation. Industrial substation means a separate substation is located at the industry site. Those substations which supply power to individual industrial concerns are known as industrial substations. So next one is according to the construction features. Constructional features means if a substation is constructed, protecting equipments are required, power line carriers and receivers, that is bus bars, are required, transformers are required, switches, that means isolators, are required. Is that right? So the circuit breakers are protective equipment. Like that, a substation has many components. Example: circuit breakers, switches, fuses, instruments, measuring instruments, etc., which must be housed properly to ensure continuous and reliable service. So depending upon the housing of all these substation equipments or installations, the substations are classified as indoor substations. So indoor substation means what? Means those substations are not open type. They are installed indoor. Is it? So that means indoor substations are used for the voltage up to 11 kV. The equipment of substation installed indoor because of economic consideration. Is it? But if atmosphere is contaminated with impurities, what happens means air does not act as a insulating medium. If there is no insulation for the bus bars, what happens means due to electrical stresses, the short circuit can be occurred. Is it? So in that situation, to protect the substation equipment in the situation of a contaminated with impurities of atmosphere, that means if a pure air situation is not there in our atmosphere, then we can construct the substations as a indoor substation when they are operated with 66 kV also. Those type of substations are nothing but indoor substations. And now outdoor substation. Outdoor substation means they are open type. Is it? So here for voltages, beyond 66 kV is invariably installed at outdoor. Is it? So what are the outdoor means the insulation provided for those substations with air and gas. That's why outdoor substations are basically called as air insulated substations and gas insulated substations. Underground substations next. Underground substation is mainly where the cost of land is more and the availability of land is less. In those situations, the substations are constructed on the undergrounds, in the underground of our earth. Is it? So that's why when the substation is constructed under the ground, those substations are called as underground substations. Next, pole mounted substation. Pole mounted substation is in our daily life, you are so many times you are saw these pole mounted substation. Pole mounted substation is these are H-shaped substations. On our street sides, a transformer is mounted on that substation. It is in the form of H shape. So such a type of substation is called as the pole mounted substation. This pole mounted substation is of a 4-pole structure which is free from air. That's why it is a outdoor substation. This is the cheapest form of substation for voltages not exceeding 11 kV or 33 kV. Is it? So these are the various types of substation generally exist. In this, most of the cases we can use outdoor substations nowadays and transformer substations for 11 kV voltage levels. For beyond that, we can use air insulated and gas insulated substations. That means outdoor substations. Okay, thank you.